Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It's the show that you've been looking for, Media Cartel. It's hits. I don't know what I was getting ready to say. So we're going to take 1, 2, and you'll splice back that first part.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that in.
You going to leave it in? Oh, my gosh. They've been accustomed to my one-take wonders. Media Cartel is the name of the show. OZZIE Oz, Mr. Ripper, is the host of the show. Hit us up, mediacartelmixshow at gmail.com. All other sites is simply Media Cartel. That's how you get in, get your suggestions on, and get all your stuff in. But in the meantime, between time, we're going to jump right on into it.
And the record has been broken now.
And they're like, yes. Told you he wasn't one take perfect. 45 has recently did his GOP convention that was in Tulsa. As we mentioned before, he was trying to do it on Juneteenth, and they end up putting it back on that Saturday. But, it's going to be close to 800,000 people.
No, he said it would be empty house.
Huh?
No empty house.
Yeah, no empty house. He had said 800,000 people because they even, the facility held so many, and then they did an outside stage.
I think the facility was like 20,000.
No, it was like 660. They end up, it held more than it ended up being about 60,000.
Yeah, because
at the spot.
Yeah, they was going to go outside the room,
right,
like they do on College Day.
Right, exactly.
None of that got built.
Yeah, it got built. It didn't get used.
You know, they didn't use. They didn't even. I didn't know. I don't think they even built it because they seen the line and the ticket sales.
Well, see, that's what it
I'm
was.
saying. He lied and said he had 1 million. With ticket requests.
It was, and it comes to find out somebody hacked them.
Oh, okay, I know.
And so that's why he was like.
But that's got to be a lie because they never built the side thing.
They did. They built it. It never
said they never built it. Well, I know they didn't use it, but they didn't build it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it could be a bunch of fake news. The one I saw, they built it and prepared it. I didn't see the news report that I saw. They say they were expecting these grandioso numbers.
They were,
and so that's why they built the stage. All these pre-ticket, requests and all this and stuff. Come to find out, some not company, but somebody did like the hacking of the thing and did a bunch of the requests at the hours before the convention started. Since they didn't have the numbers, they started disassembling the staging and stuff on the outside. And they compressed all the people on the inside, once again going against all social distancing. And instead of big arena, it holds like 60 something in it. Like you say, it was less than 60. It wasn't full capacity.
It was less than 20. It was like it was on 3% field. It was like 1/3. It was like 6,000 people. I think.
Damn. Nah, it had to be. It was more than 6,000.
I think it was 6,000.
Either way it go,
I thought it was only held 20 inside, but I guess I was wrong.
So either way it go, it was definitely not a good turnout, which I'm happy about. Excuse me. But the whole point is, he purposely stuffed them all together and told the cameras not to do as normally they do the panoramic and show the whole crowd and all this. No, stayed in that one area.
Yeah, but they didn't release the footage of everybody.
of the rest of it. But I'm just saying, at the time of the rally, of course, got to make it look good.
And I did see like 2 black people behind him.
Really? Oh gosh.
Yeah, they I guess they picked the 2 black people. They made sure he was behind them for the camera shot.
The only
they weren't the blacks for Trump. Not that idiot. They wasn't doing that shit. That shit again.
Right.
I forgot about it until I watched the Spike Lee movie.
Oh yeah.
No, they did what they did have. I don't know if they was on the staff or they got paid or whatever. But it was they had 2 blacks, spaced out.
Right.
A woman and a man. So they could have put that there.
Right. Exactly.
Now he did another one in Arizona just the other day.
Right. Exactly.
Now that was packed, but it was a small church. Smaller church. Smaller. It wasn't an arena. It was a church.
Right. Exactly.
And of course, I'm pretty sure they made sure it was packed out.
Right.
Yeah. After that.
After that, befundle.
And I think they said over 24 Secret Service agents are having to quarantine now after a couple of them caught.
Turn it, man. That's terrible to hear. That's why you should social distance and wear your mask and not go to 45 rallies.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think his rallies are going to be big this to the election. It seems now because of what everything's happening and how the shit's situated. You know, people are that are voting for him or supporting him.
Right.
The ones that aren't the crazy diehard ones. They don't want to be seen around. They don't want to be into the mix.
Right, they don't want to be in the limelight of it.
Yeah, they don't want to be in the limelight. Plus, they don't want to have to be in the mix of it. Like for instance, they did a couple things for Trump, and it was they ended up they had to do it in the water. It was like kind of did it like that was going to be away from. They just did it on their boats, and they just.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
It's like they did it kind of like in our area. They did kind of like
like a little
we're gonna be
boat
away from everybody.
Right,
You know, you see like it's not just black people protest, it's white people protest. So it's like so they kind of like they kind of trying to do it away in a safe zone.
Yeah.
They're
social distancing themselves.
Then. And it was even more crazy in our area. Dude, some correction officer, young correction, I think he's like 19 or 20. They had him on the news. He tried to do Back the Blue protest march.
Oh, how did that go?
Like 6 people came.
Damn, 6. He got 6 people to come.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like
should have been like him and his his wife and his dog. They should have.
A couple of them was like, you know, of course they were like Trump supporters. Had the little Trump flag.
It should have been him, his wife, and his dog. Yeah.
And in my mind, I was thinking that probably would make your turnout even less than when you brought the little had the big trucks with the Trump flags. I mean, he was some backwoods kind of country boy, white boy, and he didn't turn out. He had to be on the nose. He kind of had the head down. He was like,
yeah. Okay. Well. Hey, you can do a rally for whatever you choose to. I mean, it's it. It's
nothing wrong with it, but that kind of made me think that people want to say, hey, we ain't putting our lives in risk for
this bullshit.
Yeah.
As we move on from their stupidity, we'll definitely get back to them somewhere in this broadcast. A Florida teacher has been fired for changing 18,000 grades. This teacher, they're not stating his and or her name.
Gave them the grade they were supposed to get?
In his mind, so I'm kind of telling you it's a he. Yeah, exactly. In his mind, he was helping the kids further their education and get through this tremendous, I can't say that word, tormented, the fucked up of the pandemic and the end of the school year.
That was given. I thought it was giving everybody like free grades.
Nah, you still had to earn your grades, buddy.
Nah,
this happened at Forest.
I see a lot of people graduate that are like, yeah, right.
This happened at Forest Hill High School, wherever that's located.
That's in Florida. Ocala somewhere.
Nah, it wasn't Ocala. That's for. I thought it was, but when I looked at the thing, it wasn't. That's not Lake Forest. It's Forest something, but not the one in Ocala. It seemed like it was down south. I want to say like Pompano.
They have Ocala Forest and they have a Forest Hill too.
Oh, okay. Well, I may be mistaken.
Like a little further, but not no Pompano. But,
okay. Well, yeah. This was and like I said.
How's that even a charge? I mean, like he was actually arrested.
No, he didn't. No,
oh,
he got fired.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know. I'm hearing. Arrested.
Yeah. Nah, he just got fired.
But all teachers was Dr. Negate, so people could graduate.
No, you can't do that, buddy.
I think you're not supposed to do it, but I thought it was.
I can't just give you an A because not
an A, but I seen some people that I was like
the curve need to be a little adjusted.
If it wasn't a pandemic, you wouldn't have graduated. That's what I'm saying.
Let me get you out of my fucking class.
Yeah, why is he catching the blame?
Hey, that's fucked up. As I just say, some things I mentioned, I'm reporting the news. Another thing in reporting the news, only one of the shooters in the fatal shooting of Breonna Taylor has been fired. The courthouse, they started boarding up the courthouse, prior to the situation of them going to court to get the charges, because they were scared of the looting and all that stuff, and it may come back with no.
See, that's why
no charges.
That's why they don't want to attend the rallies.
Right, but only one of the three involved in the fatal shooting has been fired. They haven't still.
Well, from my understanding, also now they have outlawed the no knock warrant thing. Yeah, that was like the first thing they did.
They have outlawed it, or they have not.
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
Yeah, they have.
And see, this is
the police can no longer do that there in that jurisdiction.
Right.
I don't know completely details of it, because they hadn't really released as much as which officer did as much on that case.
Right.
But the one that they fired, what he did was just
horrendous, huh?
It was overkill.
No pun intended. Wow. Well, so the other two are still remaining on desk duty pending investigation.
And then the rest, I don't know. It could have been just like which we all seen them do. They seen somebody else shooting, so they all start shooting at the same thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So I'm guessing. I don't know. They haven't really released what they just said when they fired him. They just said what he did, and it was like, man, that's ridiculous.
But here we go again. If me and you involved in we're gonna be nice about this, in a DJ battle, and we're a crew.
Mm-hmm.
If I lose, you lose.
That's true.
And fuck it. I'm gonna put it in their terms. I'm gonna go. I'm backing down to the blue bullshit. If me and you in a robbery and you the getaway driver, and I shoot somebody and they die, what is your charge?
Oh yeah, they gonna charge you.
You gonna charge you for murder, not just for driving the car. They gonna charge you with accessory to the murder. So that's why I'm saying it's unfair when it comes to the blue statue, and that my people is what we need to legislate and change, if nothing else. You say, the no knocks, the chokeholds, all that shit that he put in that bullshit as police bullshit reform, which we already know is a lie. It's one that needs to. And by the way, they are stalling it, and I love how the left wing, the Republicans. Well, the Democrats are not wanting to sign this bill. Of course they're not, because it's a bullshit bill. Mm-hmm. So why am I going to agree to some shit but the news makes it sound like, they're holding off and they're the reason why the police reform hasn't been signed. I love the way they do this shit in media.
I mean, ain't no telling what they stuck in. Cause remember when the first the checks when they sent out, they were trying to sneak all kind of bullshit.
Exactly.
Like they really want to pass, so let's get this all kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to for what they call the people the people when they give them all the money the lobbyists.
The lobbyists.
Yeah, it was some shit that the lobbyists wanted. They were trying to get all that shit slid in for them.
Right.
But which is how this government works.
Yes.
So it's not like they weren't doing anything illegal. That's just how this. Yeah, that is how it is played.
You gotta.
That is how it's played.
You gotta read the fine print. With the NFL getting ready to start up in Orlando, and they're I forgot how many. I think it's 8 from the East, 8 from the West, and 6 alternate teams. Pretty much they're going to be on quarantine and lockdown in Orlando for the family guys. Hey, that's great. The kids get to have the whole run of Disney and
talking about NBA.
What did I say?
I think you said NFL.
Okay, I thought I said NBA, but if not, then NBA, the basketball. But they have these smart rings, which has been around for a minute. It's pretty much the same thing as the smart watches, but it's the rings that supposedly help track the COVID symptoms.
Another corporate sponsorship.
Right. But my whole point is why they didn't get that to the a bunch of the first responders. That's who should have had it up front.
Because they're not LeBron. I mean, Nike is putting shoes on the first responders.
Yeah. On the first responders, fuck that. Another thing, like you say, sometimes you could be on the front line. Sometimes you could be out there looting, shooting, protesting, marching, writing. Rewriting the bills. There's different ways that you can help on the front line. Well, your man Trey Songz has put out on his Instagram a bunch of racist people on social media that's been posting negative stuff and doing. I don't know if per se he's doing the research, but he has posted on his Instagram a bunch of the racist people and their remarks in city and government and places, posting their ID, personal information such as their name. It ain't just white supercracker on 69. He's going white supercracker's real name is John da 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 da. He stays at 11.
He docking them.
Yeah, he's giving the personal information and phone numbers of all these people. So if you want to just nicely go to Trey Songz IG account, which I don't have, but my whole point is you can give these people a call and harass them like they're harassing other people in life. I thought that was a nice little gesture done righteously so. As we move on to the buffoonery in Chicago high school student, he got his grades doctored. Anyway, he ended up, unfortunately, murdering a woman when he went to her house after he found out that she was not really a she. She used to be a he. So anyway, he's a transgender.
I thought I was in New York.
It's the one I see. It says Chicago.
You're probably right. I don't know.
Yeah.
That. Now you got to understand the situation. You got to read the whole details in this shit. Now, I don't know. They ain't really seem like they really hadn't really was saying. But the way I'm just reading between the lines, they trying to make it seem like he just found out she was a woman and then he went home, shot her, came back. I mean, what he did, he didn't just shoot her. He left out the went and got a gun and go home or wherever he went.
Right.
Shot her, left, came back and then shot the dead body. Okay. Now that's rage and anger.
Yeah, exactly.
Now and then you gotta understand this guy just turned 18. Mm-hmm. The man that the transgender was 37.
Oh damn.
So, and he had just met him that day, and then they went down to the basement where the transgender lived.
Okay.
So they're not saying that. They're just saying. So I'm thinking some kind of sexual
misconduct.
Some kind of sexual something happened between them, and that was when he found out it was a man, and then yeah, because I mean I think that's what I'm saying. I think something happened.
Well,
for him to be that damn angry.
Yeah, I mean,
because the thing about we seen some of the dudes. Hey man, they shot this dude and then they pissed on him.
Right.
Some people be like, "Oh man, that's fucked up." They do. I'm sitting there thinking, "Man, what the fuck did he do to piss that nigga off?" That's the first thing I'm thinking.
He got pissed on.
Yeah. So in this situation, same thing. It wasn't just a shooting like somebody driving like, "Oh, see a transgender and shot him up."
Right. Exactly.
This and didn't do this, didn't shoot him. He came back again and shot the dead body. Right. There's something more happened.
Now, once again, it's tragic whether it was a transgender or not.
Oh yeah. They should be able to. Because transgender, he shouldn't be dead.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, they shouldn't be trying to fool people.
That's what I was gonna say. Now, I think it should be a full disclosure. But here we go. Mm-hmm. The flip side of it is niggas trying to pimp and play and fuck everything, and they trying to be slick. Now, I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't know the whole situation. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am putting on my ass to you and me, assuming shit. Let's break it down. Don't, because I'm not giving you my okay. Pause, as the New York nigga say. But my whole point is, I can see maybe the transgender. They flirted. They went to the place. Probably sucked his dick. He had, he hadn't gotten under the transgenders, thing.
That's what I'm thinking, because when I lived in Atlanta, that's like one of the major rules you have to learn.
Right, exactly.
Because it's
rule number one.
It's something that you just like that.
Yeah, exactly.
A woman, and you never know, and that's like the first rule. Like, you meet a chick at a club or leaving a club. No, never let a chick suck your dick, because that's kind of like, some of them will do that.
Right,
not all transgenders. You know what I'm saying? Some will do that. And then they won't tell you that they are a man, and then they want to tell you afterward that they can keep the relationship going. Yeah. I mean, they might, some of them, not all of them, but that is a thing.
I'm not gonna have sex. I'm gonna saving myself, but I'll suck your dick.
Yeah. Never happened to me, but I'm just saying I've heard the stories in Atlanta.
Exactly. It's possible, and like you say, some of them put a lot of time and effort into it, and they pretty much, you wouldn't know they're not a woman unless
And that's the thing, they don't want to tell.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. Like I say, I have nothing against, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But why are you trying to hide shit if you trying so hard to transgender over to another gender? If that's what you're doing, tell a motherfucker and be done with it.
Yeah, if you say,
but I'm living my best life, or I'm living my truth, as a lot of them say. What do they call it? I identify myself as this. Well, apparently not, because you still falsifying this other shit. So my whole point is, if that's what you do, that's what you do. Hey, just put it out on the line. Let a motherfucker choose. If okay, well, I don't know, I may still try this shit. Like what was the Tank? I think it was one of the artists.
Oh yeah,
that was
running out the damn. Yeah, I think it was Bobby Valentino.
No, not Bobby Valentino was running from him. But
Tank said some questionable shit.
Yeah, he was like,
he said some questionable shit on the mic. But Bobby Valentino, I think, was the one
running out. Yeah,
see, same thing could happen.
Exactly. So
Atlanta,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So more of the story is check. Don't just look at the item. Check the price tag and make sure it's authentic. Google it a little bit before you start. Getting into.
That's one of the things you don't have to do.
Yeah.
When you doing that.
Yeah. Damn it.
Not all transgenders, but there are some who are with their fuckery shit.
Right. Exactly. Now that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get into that one.
Well, I've even had some say. I've heard some say, well, say just what you said. Oh, well, it's the man's fault. He should have checked.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
Should have did it.
Mm-hmm. So. Hey, it's just like it's not. Like I said, that's a whole nother story. I ain't get it.
But that's where I took from it. That's probably what happened. I mean, being such a young dude,
right?
He was full of rage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, in a way, if that's what I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know. I'm assuming.
Right.
In a way, he was raped and he retaliated.
Yeah, but even if you are raped, that doesn't give you the like we said, and we both agree, it doesn't give you the right to kill somebody.
Well, I can't say it, because I mean, when women get raped, they kill somebody. They don't say this. They don't say that.
They're not able to get away with murder because
I think they arrest them, but they get like a lenient service or sentence or something. But we have the mind of like, oh, I see why she did it. He raped her.
I understand that, and I am not unjustifying the reasoning. I am simply saying,
but we are saying,
think with your forehead, not your bottom head.
You shouldn't be killing somebody just because of their sexual preference.
Right. Mm-hmm. And ignorance. Keep it on Atlanta. The Atlanta Police Department has recently, after all this stuff has went down, they've been calling in with the blue flu. Basically, the blue flu is there going, God damn, I can't come to work. But really, that's their way of protesting, going, Black lives don't matter. And I'm speaking for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying all police are doing this. It's their way of not going in to police the city because they're unhappy with the administration and the things that's going on after the passing death of the young man behind the Wendy's restaurant, and how the recent mayor has taken charges
I mean, they
towards them. So
they
they're just calling in. A lot of them are
they
calling
can always
in.
quit. I mean,
Yeah, that's my whole point. If you don't want to do it, quit. If you got a problem with it, quit.
It is your vacation day. You use them how you want.
Yeah, you can use them how you want to. But I mean, it just, if you don't want to do the job, get the fuck on. That's the bottom line to it. So anyway,
and then Miami, some sheriff. I think I know they demoted him. And he got suspended and demoted. I don't know if they fired him, but he said to the land officers, "Hey, come down to Florida. You getting fired in Atlanta or something."
Yeah, a lot of the places around Atlanta are opening up. Like what is that? Martinsville and what's that? North. I can't think of all the little because there's a whole bunch of little counties, but a lot of the little counties all around Atlanta, because Atlanta is the main part, but the suburbs has opened up job placement, and as of now, the interim chief, because the chief of Atlanta, she stepped down. The interim chief say they've lost over 18 officers to other counties, just so so I mean, hey, they got the right to move. I mean, and I'm not knocking that. I'm just going, don't call in all of a sudden just because that's your way of, okay, well, we don't want them protesting because we out here doing wrong, so therefore this is the way we gonna do it. But when we get out in the street and protest, we're so wrong. Come on, it's when it don't work for you. It's a whole different story. That's all. It's like a little bunch of bitches. That's all.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, and like I said, whatever the sheriff was like, hey, because he was like, yeah, come, because we don't whatever you were saying, we're not gonna treat you like Atlanta and do all that or something. And they was like, hey, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Maybe they suspended him and he ended up getting demoted or something. Like,
yeah, they're campaigning for a whole bunch of officers.
And they was like, we don't want that down here for. It was like they came out and said it. What are you talking about? Right.
L.A. police, well, this is usual in L.A., unfortunately. But L.A. officer fatally shot an 18-year-old security guard. Now, for all disclaimers of understanding, it said that when they rolled up on him, they asked him to stop. He's an Hispanic black, mixing Hispanic and black. They asked him to stop. He kept walking. They pursued. He started running, and they shot him. Of course, they say, maybe he had a gun or whatever they perceived to have had a gun. They did find a gun on the scene after they shot him.
I bet they did.
The sister is saying, he's been security ever since he's been out of high school. She knows what weapon he takes. That is not his particular weapon.
Like I said, I bet they did.
So, it's those gray lines. Now, was it his weapon? Was it a throwaway weapon? We don't know, but either way it go. 18-year-old security guard, he was doing security at where he works, was fatally shot by an L.A. officer. Now, you put the pieces of the puzzle together. I can't say what did or did not happen. I was not there, but once again, just another fatally shooting of somebody of color.
And it's not just great lines. It's if you think about it, it's people have given them. They beginning to take away stuff. I guess they're saying, hey, this is not making my job as easy. You do like whatever your job is. They say, okay, you can't no longer use this. You got to do it by hand. You can't. You be like, oh man, what's going on?
Right.
Same thing. That's probably what they saying. Because they've been able to use stuff, and we have given them way too much
leeway.
Too much leeway, because compared to other governments, you go there, the police, you're like, oh, totally different atmosphere.
Right, exactly.
Like Europe, totally different atmosphere. You can cuss the police out in Europe. Police will never say it's not. They will never cut you. They will never say anything out of your name. It's more. The atmosphere is definitely more of the protect and serve.
Right.
But even though that's not the thing, you definitely have more rights.
Right, exactly.
You get arrested, they can't even forget about like police
trying to trick you into
lying to you and stuff like. They can't even interview without
Right.
representative. Somebody else has to be there.
From the house, yeah.
The police cannot even over there. They cannot even interview alone.
Right. Tell me, just tell me what happened. They
No.
Yeah, once you're in cuffs, yeah, you can't even talk to you.
They can't even talk to you.
Right,
Yeah.
which is the way it should be.
So it's like
They have to have representation or
oh Lord,
magistrate. That's what they call it.
Well, that's the judge.
Yeah. Okay, I thought what do they call it? Anyway, but yeah, you have to have representation present at all times. Or speaking of somebody in trouble, hey baby, okay, Hurricane Chris. He was got into an altercation with a guy at a gas station.
A store, I thought it was a corner store.
Yeah, a corner store.
That's when I had a picture in my mind. From what I
well,
read.
yeah, true. I'm saying gas station because it was a car involved. He said that he said that the guy was trying to steal his car.
Whose car?
Well, he said it was his car. I'll let Rip finish the story. But young man was trying to steal the car that he was in possession of, and they got into an altercation. He ended up shooting the guy. Later on, surveillance cameras said that, come to find out, that it didn't go down as was said. So he is arrested for second-degree murder, and come to find out that the car, the Rolls Royce, is not registered to him, and that it has came
back stolen out of California.
Yeah, I was altered identification. So of course she's going, I did not know about that there. But yeah, so hey baby.
He out on bond now.
Yeah, but that's kind of sticky situation to be into.
Yeah. The butt lift bandit.
The who?
The butt lift bandit.
Oh damn.
Was supposed to be from here, girl from here, worked for the city. I don't know, we talked about it.
Right.
But it went national.
Right.
They called her national. They called her the butt lift bandit.
Right.
She basically, I'll repeat what she did. She basically.
Yeah, because it's been a while back.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a couple of years. She had a city credit card of whatever her job was at the city.
Yeah.
She used it to charge up all kind of numerous stuff, but the main thing
that got a caught
was for plastic surgery. She got on her butt.
She got away with the cars, the jewelry, the big screen TVs.
Nah, she didn't get no card. But
I'm just saying, what all the other stuff that she charged?
Her butt.
Yeah. How you gonna put plastic surgery on the county credit card or the city?
Yeah, city.
Yeah, city whatever government card. Now, you can't justify okay, I bought a big screen TV. No, that was for classroom A. What you bought, a Bose new system? Oh, well, that was for the high school John. Yeah, but plastic surgery.
Well, okay, that brings up another thing. Yeah, she did all that, and but that was the main thing she did. Other stuff, I guess, was small, but that was the butt thing, and the national news calls it butt. Anyway, she was supposed to get 5 to 15 years.
Right.
She signed a plea agreement in January. They let her go, and she was supposed to, of course, been closed because of the pandemic. She was supposed to come to court last week.
Right.
She didn't show up, so they've been looking for her.
Right.
Well, they found her in Orlando.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, they found her. Man, she had been dead.
Huh?
I said, yeah, she's been dead.
So
I guess she had the thing when she moved. She must have moved to Orlando for whatever.
Right. Now, what I didn't get out of the story, they did find her pass. Was it suicide? Was somebody kill her?
Oh, they didn't say how she did, and
they haven't
obviously
released.
she had been dead because the medical examiner.
So she's been passed.
The Orlando medical examiner.
Okay. Yeah, that's the part I didn't get. Had it? Was it a recent death? And was it?
Whoever it was, it took him a week, but Orlando finally going, hey, that person's dead.
Right.
You got that? Y'all got a warrant or whatever y'all looking for. She's dead.
So, darn it, man. Yep. This.
So yeah. Speaking of credit card, this wasn't national news, but white dude at the Boys and Girls Club. Got he got. I guess he resigned. Yeah, resigned. He didn't get fired. He resigned because they were supposed to give him a demotion, but he didn't want to start doing, so he just resigned instead.
Right.
So he hadn't worked in 8 months, but he kept the company car. Like they said, it was a whole gas car, but I don't know what kind of gas car. He was able to get cash and other stuff. But he used it a lot at the gas stores and stuff to get gas.
Right.
And he used it to make a car payment, $800 car payment. So I don't know how he did that, but so I guess. Yeah, they just found out about it, arrested his ass.
Oh, so he thought he could just keep using the.
Yeah, he hadn't been working there in 8 months. He said he was still using the card.
Probably would have kept getting away with gas, but once again, we trying to be.
The car payment.
Yeah, the car payment is probably what threw you off. But,
yeah.
You know, because all the rest of the company cars are getting gas. There is like not just like 5 credit cards, just like 5,000 credit cards getting gas. So that doesn't stand out. But $800
and chips and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Gas and chips and
exactly.
Slurpees.
But certain things gonna stand out. I'm just saying, be smart about your crimes, because there is a cyber division out there, and they're looking for you.
It would be like the dude when I was in California. He had the rapper dude had what he spent like $2 million, $4 million or something on that company card. I don't know what job he had, but like what kind of.
I remember something, but
I mean, he bought the jury.
Just stupidness, buffoonery.
Yeah, that's crazy. He was playing like a rapper before.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he was wanting to live the rapper lifestyle, but he was still a substitute teacher or some bullshit.
No, he still worked at the company. Some tech.
I'm just saying, whatever it was, he was totally not what he was.
J. Rule commercial. Did you see that?
Who? Ja Rule?
Yeah, commercial.
What would I be without gyros? Yeah. Yeah, 50 Cent gonna have a ball over that. Did you see?
Nah, you can't say nothing to say about it.
Come on, 50 gonna find something to say. Did you see the one where he was doing the little local party, house party?
They're for a reality show.
Okay.
So he did what he's supposed to do, and so evidently we know who's gonna win.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be Ja Rule.
Oh, okay.
So what can 50 Cent say?
Oh, so those
50 Cent might even be part of it.
Okay, so those that I didn't know about. It was for a reality show. All I know.
Well, we weren't supposed to know, but it got J. Rule's got so bigger than other people's that everybody know. Yeah, it's a reality show that they're filming, and it's where they take celebrities and they're supposed to come up with a fake idea. So that's not a real Ja Rule shot. That's not a
right. Exactly.
And just
it looked very corny.
And just do and make the video go viral.
Right. Oh, okay.
And Ja Rule's thing made it go
viral. Well, okay.
He came. He said, "I'm gonna do this little cheap video."
Right. Because it looked real cheap.
And people win. People fed into it.
Hey, you got you got that thing. I don't know.
It
what
probably
it is,
was like they so ready to fuck with me by something.
Might as well.
Whatever it worked. So yeah, the whole thing is a reality. It's part of they finally released that it was.
Well, speaking of on the flip side of comedy, D.L. Hughley just here recently had a show. I forgot where was that? Somewhere in, was it Kansas or Kentucky? Anyway, he was doing a comedy show and he passed out on the stage.
I was scared for a minute.
Yeah. So they rushed him to the hospital. He was there for what is called severe dehydration, but on top of that, he did test positive for COVID. Well, in his statement, he said, "Thank you for all the wills and blessings and the prayers." He was there for dehydration, and he has been, doing a lot of stuff, and he hasn't been keeping himself exhaustion. Yeah, but he said on top of all that, he did test positive for COVID. So if you happen to be walking by a comedy show and pass out on the middle of the stage, you may want to get tested for COVID. Yeah. He just made a little light joke.
And it was crazy how I did because he was sitting on the stool that had to be against the back wall.
Right.
And then he had the hat on.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was like,
You
way
know,
he slumped.
Yeah, so
People was kind of like, "Oh, what's going on? It's part of the show." But then
Right.
the two white, I don't know, the security or managers of the show
Yeah,
or
like,
whatever.
nah,
they
this is
can't.
not- yeah.
This is not it.
this is not part of the show.
But what really killed the whole thing was I'm assuming this guy the DJ because he wasn't on the stage. He wasn't on the side. I assume he was a DJ. Everybody was like normal reaction, like, "Oh my god!" You know, you hear the women like, "Oh, yeah," whatever. This guy, I mean, just calm. You know, I mean, they were still seated. There wasn't no running, nothing like that. This guy busts out. It's kind of like he just made it worse. He's like, calm down, everybody stay calm.
Everybody stay calm, calm down. Everybody looking like, bitch, you stay calm because we're fine.
Yeah, we just wonder.
I got this Hennessy and Coke right here. I'm good.
Yeah, it was like he just busted out loud and like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's
the jokes to be dropping on him. The DJ was the worst.
I'm not quite sure where it was, but it was in England. So, three deaths and another injured after being stabbed during a Black Lives Matter march. And once again, in England,
that is a problem there.
Yeah, in England you'll get more stabbings than guns. They don't. Yeah, they don't do the gunplay too much over there because it's.
They do gunplay, but there's two reasons why it's not as such as America. One, they don't sell guns like that,
right,
for the average person. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't apply to the street people,
right?
So they do have guns. They have plenty of guns, but street law there is different. It's more unified.
Right.
It's more unified. I won't even say gang. I would say organized mob.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's organized mob, and it's definitely a lot of black, powerful, money wise gangs.
Right.
It's more organized.
Right.
You don't just if you want to kill somebody, you need permission. You use a gun. You need permission. It's not like free for them.
Yeah. You just don't.
They are well paid and well organized. Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Chicago, females twerking on the police car. I just say that they were trying to. Police was leaving a Black Lives Matter thing, and you know how like they swarm the police car, to block him, and he's he's like, hey, I'm just trying to get through. Y'all do y'all thing. So they jumping on the car, twerking, and just all kind of
Chicago.
Yeah, in Chicago. Yeah, it was buffoon.
I mean, we know he loved it, but
but
he's just trying to explain this to his wife. Now, you see what happened was
my dash cam recorded this. I wasn't recording, but she was kind of. But I'm just saying.
I don't know her.
Yeah,
I mean, let's just start off with that. I don't know her.
Let's just start off with that.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the world,
but you looked. No. Actually, I had to. I am an officer of the law.
Yeah, I was focusing.
You liked it.
Yeah, I was focusing on forward momentum and penetrating the line. I mean, let me stop before. Let me call my what do they call it? My SIP rep, my rep, so I won't get in trouble.
Oh, union rep.
Yeah, my union rep. Bitch, I'm your wife. Let me call my union rep. I'm pleading the blue. Okay. Meanwhile,
you think you can do that
tonight? Meanwhile, on the other side of the shield, an off-duty police cop put on social media that he was scared for his life. He got pulled over, and the cop, came at him aggressive. Of course, he's a black guy, black police. He was aggressive with him and all this, blah, 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 blah. Hey, he told him, hey, I got my credentials. Oh, you got weapons on you? Yes, I told you I'm a off-duty police. Where's the weapon? So he went through the whole rigmarole that the average black man without a uniform has to go through, and he wants to post on social media. Damn, I see now what you guys go through. I'm so scared. Yeah.
And let me say that. Fuck that. We don't care. You're in the box with Gabriel Union. You've been told. You were warned. Doesn't matter.
Not the Gabriel Union box. Yeah. So
you took your ass over there anyway to get that money. So you signed up for it.
So you disagree about the situation. I mean, fair is fair, wrong is wrong, right is right.
She asked for all lawsuits too.
Yeah, of course, you know that was going to happen. But even with Mr. Copper guy, he goes to do his job. You're fine in your little bubble in your little city where but as soon as you get out of your jurisdiction and you're somewhere else, you're still a nigga.
Same thing with Gabriel. It was fine when they was paying you, and because Nick Cannon told you before you went over there, but you went over there because you wanted to get that money. And it was fine when it's paying. Now they ain't paying you. Nah.
Leave Gabby alone. Okay.
And you see how quick the white women turned on you. No?
They're gonna do that anyway. An elderly man fights his way inside, not outside, inside Walmart after he was told that he was denied service and he could not come into the building because he was not wearing his face mask.
He was elderly? I seen some guy that was this the one where the police had to walk him out?
No, because he left before the police.
This was another. Okay, I was about to say because this guy, I didn't think he was elderly. When there was the other guy, he was in Walmart and the police had to call him to escort his ass out of there.
He was trying to get in Walmart. If you haven't been into a Walmart, you have to go through the little lines and stuff. And
see, that's the problem. The people at the door they have at Walmart, they're not. Walmart needs to pay better people. That's it. You tell they're not the highest paid person, which they need to be. They're the first line of defense. Mm-hmm. They're usually elderly themselves,
right?
And they're sitting in the stool.
Oh goodness. Well, yeah,
so they can't. They're no threat. Right. They're not stopping anybody. So the people coming in there without.
Right.
But
so they was telling them, hey, you can't come in. So he did get in the store, and I guess the person at the door called for backup, like, hey, Mad Max is
yeah, they do have a little thing. I did see that.
Yeah, gosh.
I saw that.
Yeah, exactly. Day late, dollar short. But the whole point is he fought with a couple of the employees, kicked and fussed, made a rant. Nothing detrimental, but by the time the police got there, he had done left the premises. My whole point is that would have been a black person, they would have been done stomped him, threw the TV on him, held them in the little confinement room till the police got there.
I don't know. They the first line of defense is terrible, so I don't know what they would have done.
That's Walmart.
But I did go to Walmart. What day was that? Sunday, I think. Saturday or Sunday, and oh man, it was terrible. I hadn't been in Walmart in a minute. I used to go to like different places. It's 2-pack, but I said masked up. Went to Walmart.
They've been doing pretty good though.
I'm still not going back for a while. Publix, I've been going to Publix, other places like that. Publix better. I didn't even Walmart. I didn't even want to use the shopping cart. Publix, they make sure their shit is clean.
Right.
Even with the shop, every time I come to Publix, several times we come during the pandemic, there's always somebody out there freshly cleaning the shopping cart.
Right.
And if there's not somebody when I'm about to get one, somebody cleans it for me and gives me wipes it down. I mean. None of that's in Walmart. It's like a free flow.
Okay.
I got in there. And not just that. When I go to Publix, I didn't see any sick people in there. In Walmart, sick people. Man, it was a white woman in there. She was so sick. Well, I guess she was in there with her husband. She was collapsed over the buggy. She was that sick.
Oh, damn.
She had a mask and stuff on, but why are you that sick in the store?
Hey, I can't answer that for you.
She was sweating, sick. I saw something. She's definitely sick.
She's definitely sick.
And our rate, we're like over 800 now.
Yeah, we're
skyrocketing. Yeah. That's the second part.
Yeah, that's
so I'm telling the person, oh man, look, that lady's sick. Look, she's there. But I'm telling them, they too busy looking at somebody that go up to get some grapes. And it was like, oh, the person on the grapes, they was over there looking sick and touching all the grapes with them. And I'm telling them, why the fuck would you even eat something? You can't eat something like that these days. Now the grapes have to be sealed from the farm. You can't just eat the loose grape thing no more.
Yeah,
not right now, because you can't clean it.
Well, most of them are sealed and packaged.
Some, depending on where you go. Walmart are not. I've seen them at Publix. They have them sealed now.
Okay.
Walmart, most places they have changed the way they put out stuff like that.
Exactly.
Not at Walmart.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. When I go to Walmart, it's mostly it's not for groceries. Put it that way. Mm-hmm. So I usually don't run into those things. Speaking of,
well, that's the reason why I went there. I had to get something that was also not, and I just happened to grab a couple. That's why I called the catch-22.
Speaking of other frequent shoppers, ladies in Whole Foods in where did the George Floyd situation? Minneapolis. I always go Minneapolis, Minnesota. I get them mixed up. Anyway,
states of Minnesota.
Yeah, she was in Whole Foods, and one of the police officers who was involved in the death of George Floyd was in there just casually shopping.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, bro, are you? He's like, yeah, but kind of hold it down. Well, why? So she made a big ran. He was like, I'm just trying to get my stuff and go. And
he was actually answering questions.
Yeah, he was answering questions, but he was like, I'm just trying to get my stuff
about the stuff, about like doing an interview.
Yeah. Oh, well, the one I saw, he was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get my grapes and go. I apologize. Well, you're a murderer, and then man, I'm just gonna hold it down. Just
what I read, he was trying to explain this, and I was like, damn.
I mean, he was loosely explaining, but he was like doing it more to kind of keep her calm.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Nah, I did watch the video. I read the little video.
The video. I was watching the video, so it was more like, like, aren't you the murderer? Yeah, that's me. But see, this is what happened, man. Why you at it? Cause come a little closer. Yeah, one of those type of situations. But needless to say, he's out and about, just roaming free and getting his coughed on grip. Yeah, I mean, but he's just. My whole point is our justice system.
I mean, their wives and girlfriends have left them. I mean, they got to get their own groceries now. I mean, they're pretty much.
Well, all these
and being under the charges that they're under, they can't leave the jurisdiction anymore. So
this is true.
That's usually what most people they fuck up. They know they fuck up the people in
right.
in their county.
And they can leave they can't leave their jurisdiction. So they're stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, bail on the bail requirement. So usually, and then if they have a wife or girlfriend, they usually send them to the store or whatever. They don't go to stuff because they don't. The COs or nasty police officers, they don't want to have to. They know somebody. Go, oh shit, yeah, I see you, motherfucker.
Right.
So and then when they do go out, they go out of town.
Gotcha.
Can't do that now.
Yep.
But you still got to eat.
Well, I got a whole bunch of mentions that I want to get out of here before we.
Oh, I got one thing. Mississippi football player that started running back. Led the SEC in rushing last year. Says he's not going to play this year. He was supposed to go to draft for a senior, but he said, nah. He talked to the coach and said he liked Mississippi. He's going to come back for a senior year and play. He would have been a top first round pick. But now he said if they don't take the Confederate thing off the Mississippi State flag,
right,
he's not going to play them this year.
Right, I did see the thing on that.
I think he's still going to be on the team. He's going to graduate, but he's just not going to play.
He's not going to play for him.
Yeah, he's not going to play. Also, the NCAA further back, they said Mississippi can't hold any championship.
Yeah, until they change the.
Until they change their flag.
Until they change the flag thing.
Or any first round tournaments there.
Right, exactly. Well, I got a whole bunch of mentions, so I'm gonna just.
And when they said that,
skyrocket through it. Yeah,
the colleges, because they know they lose money. They start but they don't have they don't. That's not up to them.
Yeah,
college, but the college is like, oh yeah, we need to change this now.
Yeah, exactly. That's state wise more so than local wise. Just a couple of things before we get out of here. Jacksonville, Florida, they found a mannequin dressed in a police uniform with a pig mask on it.
I knew that was going to be something.
In a noose, hanging off of the I-95 overpass.
I knew it.
Yep. So, hey, everybody got their right to, speak their mind. The billionaire who paid the Morehouse students loan for last year's graduation class.
He's not broke.
No, he's not broke. But he has expressed that he has racism too. Really? Why is that? Because you're a black man. No matter how big of a billionaire you are, you still get racially profiled also.
Oh, he has experienced racism.
Yes, he has experienced racism.
I thought you said he's a racist.
No, he has experienced racism in his life. So he was basically saying, hey, just because I'm a billionaire, that don't mean I'm excluded from all this stuff. The NASCAR, what's his name? Bubba Wallace. They found a noose in his garage where his car was housed for the NASCAR races. If just in case in Talladega at the Talladega Sportsway. So the FBI looked into it. They came back with the conclusion that it was not considered a hate crime. They say that noose had been there in that garage for a long time.
Which it had.
They used it to open and close the garage door.
Which it had, but it's definitely a noose.
Right.
Well, I don't know who did that, but it's definitely a noose.
Well,
but I knew something about it because they had video surveillance.
Right.
I mean, the place is video surveillance.
Right.
But so it wasn't specifically a hate crime because it wasn't specific for him because it had been there.
Right.
So they said far back as October.
So
But
basically,
I don't know who's going around making nooses.
for
fun.
For door openers. Yeah. NASCAR has a bunch of money. They just get a clicker. Just click.
At first, when I seen it, I was like, maybe somebody maybe it's convenient to pull it like that. But then I looked at the rest of they showed the comparison. Even NASCAR, they was like, yeah, that's definitely a noose.
Yeah.
And they were like, they showed the photos of the rest of the ropes. They ain't none of them like that. This thing like a neat noose.
Yeah. Nicely,
but it wasn't
like this
specific
person. Like this person knows their noosing.
And it wasn't specific for him, but it was. And also, Bubba Ross was the person who said it was a noose. He didn't even see it. They had him removed it before he even. But one of his workers seen it.
Right.
And he went and checked the rest of it, and he was like, "Hey, why nobody else rope look like this?"
Right.
He did do that, and then he reported NASCAR. But Bubba Ross, the only thing he seen was what the feds seen was the video.
Right.
He never said they wouldn't even let him go. But it was a good thing they came out and supported him, NASCAR.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I seen it. I was just flipping the channel and I seen it. Everybody came out. So I know all the race people with the Confederate, they were really mad about that.
They were really mad.
So,
police called on a 9-year-old for drawing Black Lives Matter in chalk on the side of the, how your kids draw on the
police station?
Nah, on the side of the sidewalk.
Oh, but I thought he did it on
in a predominantly white neighborhood, and neighborhood Karen called the police on a 9-year-old.
He was arrested?
No, they wasn't arrested, but it was just the controversy of it's a black kid just drawing on the sidewalk.
White kids do it all the time. They sell it in Walmart.
Exactly.
Like in buckets.
Exactly. That's the whole point. And on top of that, they're 9 years old. It's not like they said something. It's not like that's a whole nother story. I'm getting off. Excuse me. Hold on. I hate when that happens.
COVID.
Mr. Bionic Cop puts a challenge out to fight any of the clowns who always talking about, if you had your badge and your gun off, I'll beat your ass. Well, he put a statement out saying, hey, anybody want to sign a waiver, we'll turn off the cameras and we can get to it. Well,
you guys ass whooped.
Not yet. He ended up retracting his statements because a bunch of the black NFL and professional boxers and people of his size, because he was a swole brother, because he was like, anybody want that challenge? Holler at me in my DMs. Well, they did. Like, all right, well, let's do this. Well, I was saying, see what I was saying is people that are clowns. I didn't say specifically black men, and I was racial profiling and
you want to be able to pick. See, that's what you. But we see a lot of that in Florida. Like you see, like
you want to pick and choose who you want to.
Like that Trayvon Martin. Why you kill a little kid? Why you kill like a big black dude? You want to fuck over the little dude. So, and speaking of that, your boys in Georgia for killing the dude from the house. They just got it federally indicted.
Right, all three of them.
All three of them.
Yep,
So even the cameraman, he helped. Like I said, he probably helped. Because you was trying to figure out how he got arrested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one.
And that's the case of running your mouth end up getting you.
Yeah.
Getting you in.
Look at the footage I got of this nigga running.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the things that the son said after killing Rachel, so yeah, they've been indicted by federal.
Yep.
Also, guess what the #1 movie is now?
What's that?
Jurassic Park. The original Jurassic Park.
Okay.
It pulled in 600,000.
Wow.
At the drive-ins, of course. That's the only thing that's open.
Okay.
And the #1 streaming movie is, guess what?
What?
It's a Spike Lee movie. Guess what?
Five Bloods.
And it is not.
Do the right thing.
Yeah. Now you got it.
Yeah, I was doing the right thing.
There you go.
Funny video of an Atlanta fat police cop trying to stop sister in the car. She gets out the car and runs. Stop resisting. It's more one of them. You had to see it. I mean, she took 2 steps past the car and was about to pass out. I mean, just it's just funny. It's more funnier than mentioning. But if you see it, it's shows you how that was the flip side of my bionic police guy. Unhealthy. They're either in the gym overdoing too much, or they just fat and sloppy and eating too many damn donuts. But yeah, it's one of those videos you had to see. Chazwick Boseman, Mr.
Black Panther.
Black Panther was rushed to the emergency room the other day. So I don't know if he's gotten out, and I don't know his conditions, but they were saying he was dehydrated
from excessively working out.
Yeah, so we're waiting to see.
I bet you that's what that is.
Hey, ain't no
Black Panther 2.
Oh goodness. Your man Young Yachty, Lil Yachty. I'm mixing them up.
Cause he did by three movies still working. Mm-hmm. The Five Blood. What's the other movie he was in?
Five Bloods. The little one with Panther. I mean, not Panther.
The other movie just came out. I forgot what it was.
With what is it? Unjust or Just Mercy or something? One of them movies. No, that was the other guy from Black Panther. Yeah. Anyway, as you think about that,
then they got the other one that's getting ready to drop.
Which is?
I forgot the name. It's got a funny name, but it's kind of like Inception. Got a time bending, space bending type of thing.
I saw the preview for that one.
I forgot.
Lil Yachty
start with a T.
Totaled his Ferrari, but he walked away with only scratches. So
that's a good thing.
So yeah, I'm glad he, just the material of the car, and he came out safe. Right about now, Southwest is starting to open up their flights, and they're starting a flight, shall I say, seems to be a bid war, because they're lowering their flights starting as low as $39 on one way. So the other airlines are going, oh shit, we can't compare with those prices. We got to do something to get these people in. But as of now, Southwest is drawing them in.
And the wrong people in, because they just kicked some white guy. He hold up the whole flight. He wouldn't put his face mask on.
Right, exactly. The police... That was I know. Come on now. We'll keep going. The judge did not grant my main man Kodak Black an appeal on the lesser sentence of his gun charge. So it was looking favorable for him in that situation, but
I thought you said they did.
They did not.
You said last week they did.
No, I said that. Yeah, they granted the fact of going to review it. They didn't grant the privilege of going.
Appeal. You mean he lost his appeal?
Yes, he lost his appeal.
So those are two different things.
Okay, see, I'm not good at this judicial shit. So he lost his appeal.
That's what you're saying. He lost his appeal.
Yeah, they went, hey, yeah.
Like for instance, Bill Cosby just granted the right to appeal. You have to get granted the right after you've been convicted. You have to get the right
to appeal.
To appeal. What happens is another judge goes and see what are your points. And he has because it goes, okay, those are good points to overrule the last judge's decision or whatever. And then you go.
Okay. Well, he lost the appeal, and they're not gonna.
Yeah, it's steps
unless it's. Yeah, I try and stay out of them motherfuckers' faces. But on the flip side, he's suing Walmart.
Come on, that's what your boy going through, like in For Life. Remember how you get
right? Once again, I see it, but don't. Hey. He's suing Walmart in the stopping of selling of his. They have a replica of his company chain. What is it called?
I don't know if he's stopping. He just mentioned it, but
it's a knockoff chain, and Walmart saying, "Hey, it's coming from a third party."
Yeah, they've done it to every rapper, so it's not gonna be this. He probably even filed nothing. He just
Well,
made a post because he's not the first or the last. They've had everything.
That's why they're just mentions.
Yeah.
New York is regulating quarantine for travelers coming out of high-risk areas. New Jersey and Kentucky has also stated that they're doing that also. So not Kentucky. What is it? Connecticut. So those are pretty much the mentions of different things that's going on. As usual, trying to give you all the news in a short amount of time, but keeping you immersed. OZZIE Oz, Mr. Ripper. It's simply mediacartelmixshow at gmail.com. Hit us up. All other sites is Media Cartel. That's how you get it in, get it on. Until next time, we out this biatch. Holla.
My bad.